Speaking of honeymoons ending, this Jonathan Majors. Wow. Ugh. There's so much about it, so you just be patient with me. I've been waiting to even talk about it because I wanted to learn as much as I could. I'm still missing stuff. Admittedly, I'm telling you right now, I'm not going to get this right. There's so much media around it. I don't even mean coverage. I mean actual media. There's a tape of him being recorded. There's CCTV of them. There's a lot going. There's body cam footage. There's a lot to distill. I felt like I was part of the jury. You know what I mean? I was like, damn, how do I stay impartial? All of this looks so bad. You know what I mean? Like, you take the CCTV alone. We don't know what happened in the car, but apparently in the car is when she scratched up his face and it's when he hurt her finger. All we see is a CCTV of him getting out the car and then her trying to get out the car, right? Because in this moment, she's discovered that he's cheating. All right? So now he's trying to get out of the car. She's trying to get out of the car. He picks her up and puts her back in the car like a toddler, right? Like he just sort of lifts her up and is like, there, right? And then this man took off. He ran. He ran like it was the full caution sign. That's the last time I've seen somebody have a foot that high and a head that forward. And my man was over here like, huh, like it just fully running. And that's how you can tell he cheated too, because he running like a cheater. He running like, no, I gotta get out of here. I can't be here right now. She saw a text message, you know? And then she took off and she ran after him. And she caught up. And that shocked me. She caught up. This nigga trained for Creed 3, and she caught up in heels like it was nothing. That's crazy. I didn't know getting cheated on gave you superpowers, because this dude is booking it, and she right behind him, clickety-clacking it in those heels, trying to get that phone, right? And so then you just see another CCTV angle, and you see him running the other way. And this time, it's scarier, because this time, she not running. This time, she's stalking him like Jason, just... And she a little drunk, too, so she looked like she gonna fall. I'm like, he really didn't need to run anymore, but clearly he did. She still caught up to him. This man ran his knees off, and she just over here... And then they run into like 3 random people. And then she did the thing that I think a lot of people do when they're in like the midst of like, maybe they're a little drunk. They just found out they got cheated on or something's going on in their relationship or something. So she meets these 3 people who don't know them, who do not, I cannot stress that enough, who do not seem to know them at all. And she's like, well, fuck you, I'm going to hang out with my new friends. And then she just becomes these 3 people's problem. And then John Majors seemed to walk off, right? Seemed to just walk off into the night. So it's like that. Take that video alone, right? It's hard to decide how you feel about that, because in my mind, I'm just being honest, right? Just hear me out. In my mind, I don't know what else he should have done, because everything he should have done happened before that night. He shouldn't have cheated. If he didn't cheat, maybe none of this would have happened. But he cheated. I'm saying in the night in question, in this moment, he runs. He runs. He's out of cardio. Like, this is... Like, she clearly should have played Apollo Creed. If she tuckered him out that easy, then you go to the next day. Because the next day is when he finds her in the closet. Yeah. This dude comes home, and he finds her in the closet. And look, Jonathan Majors is too big and black to find any white woman. That's That's astounding. The fact that because now he's the one that called the cops. To my understanding, he's the one that called cops being like, hey, that's the only time I've seen someone call the cops, and you can hear it in his voice where he's like, I'm gonna need you to sit down. Before you send anybody, I need you to hear the full sentences I'm saying, because this is gonna look bad, right? And then the cops come, and then they lift her up and everything. And I someone can correct me. I don't know what happened in this particular part. It seems like she came home and she was like maybe changing or whatever, and then fell asleep in the closet because it's like a walk-in closet. I don't really know what happened there. But then you hear Jonathan talk about it in an interview that he shouldn't have done. This interview was a bad idea. I'm not saying I would have any good ideas if I was him, but I'm just saying this interview was pretty bad because they ask him, how she sustained those injuries to her finger and all stuff like that. And then Jonathan Majors says, I wish to God I knew. Nigga, you were there. Like, I know you don't think you did it, but like, whatever. So then, in the interview, they're cutting between his interview and then pieces about him. They're using scenes from him in movies. And then they use a recording where he is arguing with her, right? And this is a big thing for me. This is a huge thing. And I hope it doesn't spill out into the rest of the world because a lot of celebrities do it. And I pray that we don't get to the point where we're doing it. If you need to secretly record anyone you are dating, break up with them. Please. Because this is my thing. Say what you want about her, say what you want about him. They clearly had a toxic dynamic. They had a bad dynamic from what seems like the start, right? And so for her to be recording him secretly means that she knows something's up with him. So leave. And I'm not saying leave as if it's easy. I'm not saying leave as in you should just always feel safe to leave. I'm just saying you need to start coming up with an exit strategy, because then the recording is one of the worst recordings. It feels like right out of Law and Order, the recording. The recording is so damn bad. Okay, so basically, I don't really know the context of the recording. It sounds like from the recording that she came home drunk, or she was acting up drunk or something like that, which apparently in their dynamic she had been known to do, right? So there's some, I don't even know if this is true, that maybe this is hearsay, but there was some instance where out of nowhere, one of the reasons a lot of people told him to break up with her is that she was drunk at a party one time. They had some sort of argument and she hauled off and slapped him in front of everybody, right? In front of everybody at the party, just, and like a real like telegraph the whole shit. I couldn't believe he got hit. I was like, all that Creed 3 and you don't know how to box? You over here just eating shots? That's crazy. That's boxing 101. Somebody does this, you do this. I'm not even a fighter and I know that. I'm just saying, she, whatever. I don't know what actually happened. All I know is the recording starts with him being like, listen, I'm doing a lot right now. I'm doing a lot for my people. I'm doing a lot for the culture. I am a great man. Give me a second. I think I can honestly say in a lot of relationships I've watched, especially like just straight relationships, there's a point where a guy feels, not even saying it's right, underappreciated for being maybe even a good boyfriend or good husband, right? And they will say something to try to stick up for how they feel in the moment. They'll be like, look, I'm a great guy. Most guys are like me out there. You know, they'll say something to try to save it. And in the moment, it always doesn't. It never sounds the way it's like in your head. it sounds like it's evening the playing field. Like, in your head, you're like, I can't believe you're coming down on me so hard. I'm a good boyfriend. I'm a great boyfriend. You know that? I'm such a good boyfriend. Your friends say I'm a great boyfriend to you when they don't think I can hear it, and I hear it, and I take that to the moon, and I'm using it now. That's what it sounds like in our head. What it sounds like out loud when you're in the middle of an argument is, I'm a great man. The fact that he actually said, I am a great man. And look, I don't know what it's like to date either one of them. I'm just going off of what we've seen and what I've seen that has happened, right? I don't know what it's like to date either one. I'm just saying, I can see how you're in the moment and you really think you're cooking. But it should be a sign to you that the person that you're like just going off on is saying nothing. And look, if I'm being honest with you, when I listen to that recording, I do think it's a little bit of a setup because she says nothing, right? And you can tell she a little drunk too, because the only thing you can hear is like him being like, I'm a great man, and her being like, you know what I mean? Like if you listen real close, you can hear a couple hiccups. I'm not saying that gives him the right to be over here. I'm a great man, you know, like. And look, to be fair, maybe she was just recording him because he kept telling her to be like Coretta, and she had no fucking idea what that meant. She's like, I'm a white woman that was born in the UK. I don't know how to connect these two things. Be more like Coretta. And then in the interview, he's like, look, when I said that, I wasn't comparing myself to Dr. King. I was just trying to say that these are the people I aspire to be. And so if I'm going to get there, I need someone like her to help me get there. And I'm like, all right, but you did say Coretta. Like, you know what I mean? It'd be different if he was just like, I need you to do better. I need you to do better sounds, outside looking in, sounds completely fair. I need you to do better. I need you to do better than getting drunk at functions that I'm with that I'm trying to network. I need you to do better than slapping me in my face in front of a bunch of people. I just need you to do better. There's a huge amount of middle ground. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, it would be like my girlfriend being like, listen, you do not help enough around the house. I get that you tour, I get that you have shows at night, but I need your help around the house, all right? So when you're about to go, just take the trash out with you. That's a simple thing that you can do. Just take the trash out with you. Just do a little better. She didn't say, I need you to be Malcolm X. Do you see the difference? It's also just, I don't know. The thing that really bothers me about Jonathan Majors is that he didn't make it. He made it. All this happened after he made it. And it's so hard. And like even take away for a second being a black actor. Take away for a second where he comes from. It's hard in general. This is like the NFL of drama. And he made it. And then this happens, you know? And he has nobody to blame but himself. Just like it's a lesson to all of us. If there's something that you want more than anything else, you cannot let other things get in the way of that thing, especially when they don't bring you anything good, you know? And some people made it purely about race. I don't think that Jonathan Majors is a lesson that you need to date within your own race. I think he's a lesson you need to date within your own weight class, because the optics are terrible, all right? Jonathan Majors is 34 years old. Jonathan Majors is 34. That blew my mind. He's 34. We're closer in age than I ever thought. He's 34. And he doesn't look 34. That man looked 46 from 1958. Every time I see Jonathan Majors, I'm like, he should be in sepia tone. And people, and look, I want to be clear for a second. A lot of people had a weird, and I'm talking about outside of all this stuff before any of it ever happened. A lot of people had a weird hate for him that I didn't understand, and they went out of their way to call him ugly, and they went out of their way to just like go with his features and stuff like that. I'm not saying any of that. I'm just saying he does look like a time traveler, all right? Like if he told me he knew Dr. King personally and that he had a time machine, I'd be like, no wonder you want everybody to be like a Coretta. You know her so well.
Welcome to Josh Johnson Show. I'm Josh Johnson, joined by my co-host, fellow stand-up comedian Logan Nielsen. Logan, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing all right, man. How are you?
I'm doing well. I went to cryotherapy for the first time.
Cryotherapy?
Yeah, have you heard of this?
I've heard of the name. I guess I'm not entirely sure what it is, but I'm hoping this leads to you being some sort of supervillain.
No. I
some
mean,
sort of
that
accident.
would be great.
Cryo Josh out in the world.
Basically, I still have little remnants from the injury in May.
Mm-hmm.
And so
go check out the episode Joshy hurts his boob for all the details.
And so basically
we actually named that episode.
We're supposed to lower the inflammation because apparently the tendon is still inflamed.
Okay.
And so I went to this cryotherapy because apparently what it does is it lowers the overall inflammation in your body, and it's without you having to take anything. It's just the extreme cold helps boost your immune system, and I'm sure there's like some white blood cell stuff happening and everything. There's like all these benefits, and the only thing that I saw that's like the only side effect or drawbacks are
turns you into an ice monster. Yeah.
Some people might experience a like cold sore somewhere on the body because your head is not in it. It's just the neck down.
Okay. Like an actual like a cold sore?
No, just a sore from how cold they were, I guess.
That's what I figured, but like that wording.
Yeah, that wording's not great because that's what I read on the paper. So I'm reading the paper. I'm literally reading the release, and I was like, so this cold sore thing. And then she did what I did just now, where she didn't fully catch why I was like cold sore. And she was like, yeah, because you know how sometimes you get sore from the cold. I'm like, so that's the cold sore that you're talking about. There's nothing nasty in this tank.
You might need to touch up that wording.
Yeah.
Because it sounds like I'm about to catch something.
It would be better if you said sores of the cold. Like that, even that. It sounds very medieval, but it doesn't sound like a cold sore.
Or some soreness or stiffness from the cold. You know what I mean? Then that lets you know it's like it's just going to be like a feeling more than... Or are they saying you might get an open sore?
No, you wouldn't get an open sore, but I
Okay.
guess you might get like a blister.
Okay.
Because here's the thing. When you get in, they tell you not
You
to
could call
touch
it-
the walls or the door because the walls in the door are like extra, extra cold. So you're already getting cold blasted on you, but
Okay.
you could potentially like, like when you lick a frozen telephone pole or
Yeah,
something, that's
yeah.
the dry cold. That is the walls.
So they need to write, you might get a Christmas storied.
A Christmas story would be better and even sound more fun than a cold sore.
A cold sore.
Yeah.
Sakes. What else could you call a cold cut? No, that's meat. You can't do that.
Yeah.
Can't be a cold cut.
You might get a cold cut on your arm. Someone will just throw it on you.
I didn't know I get sandwiches from these appointments. That's great.
Yeah. So I did that. And honestly, I feel amazing.
Really?
This
That's
is like,
good.
I'm very scared. This is actually why I don't do drugs. I'm already addicted to the thing. I like on the way home, I was like, man, I should do this like twice a week. They recommend apparently twice a week so that you even out with the levels of benefits of doing cold therapy.
Okay. Yeah.
But I was like, should probably do it every day. Like,
So is it like you said it's your neck down, so it's something you get into, and then is it like filled with? Is it just like, for lack of a better word, like almost like dry ice, like just like
I don't know what
cold
the
in there?
actual. I don't know
it's
how
not
they
dry ice,
actually
but-
do it, but they're blasting you with a very dry cold.
Okay.
So it's very cold in the tank, right?
Gotcha. Okay.
And that for me, I liked this place, but I think I might go to a different place because they have a different type of tank than I've seen before. The tank that I've seen previously, when it closes, your head is sticking out of it. And in this one, the tank was very open at the top. And I don't know which one's better or if they have an effect or obviously this place is very successful. The other thing is how I came to find out about it. So I guess that place is successful. But that was the only thing where I was like, I might go to a different place where I'm truly like Iron Lung.
Like you want like it wrapped around your neck, like
Because I think that's
Fully
the
in
only
there?
way. Because what I need is my chest, and I felt it blasting my legs the whole time. And
Okay.
even though the rest of my body ended up getting cold, I was like, for what I need, I should almost be upside down right now. Like I need the cold blasting my chest.
do they have a small one that only goes around your chest?
No,
No place has that.
no. But yeah, so I did that, and so this is. I don't even know how to tell this story in a way that everyone will enjoy. Because if you're like me, you'll be like cringing because I was cringing. But if you're not like
Okay.
me, then it's probably funny. Okay, so basically, I get there, and this place does a bunch of stuff. They do the cryotherapy. I always want to say cryptotherapy, and in my head, that's just a therapy for people who have lost all their money.
Yeah.
Just go to Crypto Anonymous.
Yeah. That or therapy for mummies. We'll wink to the camera.
So I get there, right? And when I get there, I almost walked right out. As soon as I walked in, I took 2 steps in and I saw this woman who they do everything there. They do the cryotherapy, they do energy shots, they do like health and all the health and wellness stuff, and they also do the rehydration IVs, right?
Oh, okay.
So I walk in and immediately see a lady with an IV, and I was like, nope. I know that doesn't even have anything to do with, the cryotherapy I'm about to do. But in my head, I was like, I can't. This is wild. So
Right.
I steel myself and I just close my eyes and walk to the front desk. And I'm like, hey, I called ahead. You might have an appointment for me on file. My name is Josh, all that stuff, right? And as she's pulling me up and she's like, oh, yeah, we do have an appointment for you. We'll be able to start in a couple minutes. We just need you to sign these 2 release forms, right? So then she brings around a little, like they have a laptop that's like on a stand with wheels that they just go from person to person. And you fill out the release.
Right.
And as she's talking to me, the lady with the IV walks up to the desk and starts talking to her, like not fully interrupting us, but kind of like interrupting.
Right.
And I was also like, and obviously, if you have an IV in your arm and you have an emergency, please interrupt me. Like this is
Yeah.
But when she walked up, I just saw it again, and I was like, like.
Wait, just seeing an IV bag made you that?
No, it wasn't the bag. It was the bag and her arm. It was just like, cause this woman clearly doesn't care about the IV at all. So she's just like living life,
Right.
like moving arms around like she doesn't have an IV in her. But then I'm like, the entire time.
Wow, I didn't know that would affect you that much.
Every time I see it, I'm just like, oh. And so now I'm squirming. And I'm like, like in her face. Like I kind of felt bad about it in
Are
retrospect.
you like? Do you not like needles?
Not at all. Not for a second. Not,
Okay. So I
not
guess I
in
didn't
the
really know this
least.
about you.
You didn't know
So
that I didn't like. I've told you. This is why I haven't had a physical done.
Well, I guess I know some people don't like having needles go in. Like I don't love getting needles put in, but I can handle it. I didn't know yours was so bad. Of just seeing someone just, whoa, what was that?
I'm thinking about it right now.
What? See, that's like I didn't know it was this bad. I didn't know just seeing a lady with an IV was gonna fuck you up, and not even seeing it like done. You didn't see it go in or anything. You just saw it already there.
That was hell. And so then,
Wow.
and so then she's like talking to the lady at the front desk, just waving her arm, just like having a day, right? Just like, oh, and then I already feel so much more energized. So she's like being annoying.
This lady's fucking playing charades right now with
Yeah.
an IV in her arm.
Yeah, first word IV, right? And so I'm freaking out, and I'm starting to make noises in front of her. I felt bad. Like she's like talking, and she's like, but then I realized she's not talking about anything. It's not like the IV is coming out or something. She's literally just like, oh my God, this stuff actually works. Like this is amazing, right? It almost feels like she's a plant from that place. She
Yeah, to make
she
it
just
seem
walks
like-
up and she's like, I was so drunk when I came here, but now I feel totally hydrated.
Yeah. And then the lady at the desk, she's like, I know they help a lot. And then turns to you, you can add that on for just an extra $30.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm like, oh God. And so she's next to me while she's doing it. And I'm just like, And so then I start
God.
making like little noises to myself. They're not that dramatic, but they were like, oh, like that thing, right? And so then the lady at the front desk is like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm just,
Yeah.
and then she's
But
like,
this bitch gotta leave.
she's like, the cryotherapy isn't that, it's not intense or anything, like you'll be fine, blah blah blah. I was like, I just kept pretending it was about the cryotherapy, but I was just cringing at the lady. The lady is like fascinated by her own bag, like she's just like
She's slapping it.
slapping the bag like a bag of wine. I hear the bubbles are good for you.
Yeah. They make you more buoyant.
Yeah, I was ooh, I hated it so much. I hated it. I was like getting disgusted and angry, and I wanted to cry, and it wasn't even happening to me. And I was like, it was like to the point where I was ready to be rude to her because she was like, she just kept talking, but now she's like not even talking to us. She's just talking about life,
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah.
And I was like, I can't.
Probably not even that dehydrated. She just needed friends.
And so then she wheels around the little computer for me, and I'm like ducking under the computer so I don't have to look at this woman. This was like I was like under.
Like trying to get like the eye line with the computer to block her out.
Yeah, I'm looking dead at the keyboard with my nose to it, so I don't have to look at this woman because she's just like, oh God, it was so gross. It was so nasty. And then it was my turn to like do the cryotherapy, and and I go in there. Oh, God, I hated it. And then I had to walk past her, and I was like, "Don't this is like doesn't even make sense. This doesn't. This is how you know it's like a weird phobia." I had to walk past her, and as I'm walking, I'm like, "Do not trip on her stick. Do not trip on her stick," because like the stick that holds up the IV. Because in my head, I was gonna trip on the stick, and me, the stick, the bag, and her were gonna go flying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, just walk. I literally walked.
You're gonna trip over it. You're gonna pull her. You guys are gonna get tangled up in it, right? The needle's gonna fly out of her arm into your arm. She's gonna be talking the whole time.
I walked past her, like you know those people that are scared to cross bridges. I hate needles so much. I walked past the one with an IV like I was crossing the Golden Gate with a fear of heights. Like I was just like, don't look down, don't look down, don't look down, don't look down. I hated it so much. And then I hated it so much I forgot I was there for cryotherapy. And so
You forgot you had something to do?
I just felt like I was in purgatory. Like I was like, I don't know how to leave, but I also, and then the worst part is that I've like now wasted this. Like if I leave, I've wasted this receptionist time, but I haven't actually paid for anything. And so then she sets me up with some socks and a robe, and you change into the robe and the socks before you get in the tank and everything. Mm-hmm. And then, I walk to the tank in the robe and the socks, and I step inside, and then she closes it, and then she's like, "You can hand me the robe," and so I take the robe off and hand it to her, and like when it started, I was upset. Like when when the cryotherapy started, I was like, I'm truly giving them money to be in Chicago naked right now. That's all that's happening. Like I've paid these people for them to put me in the dead of winter Chicago with no clothes on,
Yeah.
And even as it's happening, it didn't hurt as much as I thought it would. I thought it was going to be incredibly painful. I really did. I thought it was going to be, but apparently a dry cold and a wet cold. So like an ice bath hurts too much for me to stay in it.
Right.
Like it genuinely, I'll be in it for a little bit, and it's, to me, cryotherapy is just a little cheat code where first of all, you can't be in there more than 3 minutes. So it's already like, okay, I can handle this for 3 minutes, right?
Right, yeah.
Then also the effects of it I think they last as long as if you would have taken the ice bath, but the ice bath, you'd have to be in there so much longer.
Okay, yeah.
And so it really is like a nice little life hack cheat code thing,
Okay.
First minute, I was like, oh, this is really terrible. And then the second minute, I think I was just numb to it. Like I didn't even feel it. And then
probably.
the third minute, I was like, I think I need to get out of here.
Right, yeah.
When we were getting into the third minute, I was like, I think I'm healed. I think open this door. I just did not want to be in there anymore. And so then, also I did accidentally touch the wall a couple times, and it's so cold. It's like fire. Right.
Yeah.
And so I see what they mean about the cold sores. And so then we finish up, and she hands me the robe. And like as soon as I put the robe on, I'm straight up like tingling. Like I'm just it honestly, it felt so good. And there are some things that obviously you can't feel in life. Like when they say lowers inflammation, where it's like, I guess you'll see the effects of that if you have a sort of condition and then it starts to go away. Like that's what I'm hoping for with my chest, is that the inflammation will drop and stuff. But overall, I felt like they say that it has the ability to trigger and release endorphins and stuff. So it's also like a mood booster potentially.
Oh, that's why it made you feel better after all the needle stuff.
I felt so good. It was
good for your mental health, not just your breastal health.
And then I felt great all day until just now. But no, I felt really good. And then I'm definitely gonna. I think I'm gonna incorporate it, like, if I can, post workout, and if not, just randomly. But that was such a nice thing because it's also pretty cheap. You know, like it's not incredibly cheap, but
Right.
they have which I guess I didn't even ask them for. That's the other way they get you, probably. I was in such a good mood, I forgot to ask for the first time discount.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
you gotta see if you get that second time discount. Do they recommend you do it like a certain amount or every so often, or is it just?
They said they recommend twice a week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is that what you're gonna try to do? You think?
I bought 2 more. So I bought the one that I got today plus 2 more or something.
Okay.
And I don't know if I'll go to that place again after I get done with my sessions, only
Not if that lady's
because
there.
yeah. Also, I'm good with them doing what they got to do to make money, like do all the health and wellness stuff, but just to have the person like out there, I was like, ugh, woogaboo.
Yeah. It's not a good in-store greeter.
Like even a crack house has the decorum to not have someone with a needle in their arm at the front door.
I don't believe you for a second.
Just throwing it out there. Throwing it out there.
I think they're going to see it and they're going to forget they have a needle in their arm. Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear that helped. And so maybe they'll be, because I know, it's been an ongoing thing for you. We've been having our every now and then our Joshy Boob check-ins on the pod.
Yeah. No, it's truly wild. It's like I'm really upset that it's taking this long to heal and stuff.
Yeah.
On
So
the,
now, oh, sorry, go ahead.
no, go ahead. What were you gonna?
Mine was going to be dumb. My thing was going to be very dumb. I was just going to say, so when you're in like the thing next time, you're in the big cold barrel or whatever, and then the place gets struck by lightning. So if you, of course, gain cold powers, what's your supervillain persona?
Probably just like freezing anyone who does puns.
Freeze. So you're going to go out of your way to not have a cold pun name?
Yeah. Anyone who does puns, I'm just gonna ice breath them frozen. Just shh.
So, and so your supervillain name will just be like a man with ice powers who hates puns, because you don't want anything even close to clever. You don't want anything close to wordplay. Everyone, look out! Here comes that guy with the ice powers.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
On the way there, though, this is a very New York thing that I got to see.
Someone on the subway with a needle in their arm.
Close. So I was waiting on the train to head there, and this is like at my stop. So
Okay.
you just to paint the picture for you, you've been at
Yep.
this station. This guy is walking. Just went through the turnstile, is walking to the platform, and he walks so close to the edge, not even trying to be funny. He walked so close to the edge that I thought he was going to jump, right?
Oh, really?
Like you rarely see people that close to the edge. Like it looked like his foot was going to come off of it, right? And he stops and he stays right there. And then he's texting. And then the train comes, and a couple people even start moving towards him, being like, "Hey, yo," because the train is
to
coming.
get hit by
right?
this train, yeah.
And his arm, he's texting, and his arm isn't fully extended out, but it's extended out enough to be a problem, right?
Yeah.
Train comes in. Train's actually not even coming in that fast. It's not coming in that hot to the station.
Okay.
But this dude, this is pure chaos. This dude is texting. Train comes. A couple people are like, "Hey, yo," right? Train passes him, knocks his phone out of his hand, right? So knocks just the tip like it must have just hit the tip because the phone flies out of his hand and onto the track, right? And then this dude screams, rears back, and then punches the moving train and then leaves. And I was like, yeah, you've like essentially subbed up New York in a moment.
Sometimes you gotta punch a train.
Because it was this dude's fault, you know?
Yeah.
Train didn't do anything crazy. Train
No.
didn't hop onto the platform for a
No.
second and slap his
No.
phone out of his hand.
No, Train did the one thing trains do, which
Yeah.
is be on tracks.
Yeah.
Is to roll along those tracks. It's very easy to not get hit by a train because you know where they're gonna be.
This dude had his arm out just enough. Because looking back, I'm surprised that his arm didn't get taken off, you know?
Right.
But that's
If he's
also
that
just a
close.
testament to how, like, he was close but not. Because he was holding his phone, like, he really was holding his phone at the ends of his fingertips like this.
Okay, so like wait, yeah, and then because especially too, if you're already like way like at the end, and then a lot of people when they look at their phones are looking down. He's lucky he didn't get fucking hit in the head.
Yeah, yeah. And so the way that he's holding his phone is like he's handing the train his phone anyway.
Yeah. I mean, this man doesn't deserve a phone, is what it sounds like.
So it
I
flies
have
out
no
his
sympathy
head.
for him.
Flies out of this man's head, flies like onto the track. This dude punches the train and then walks back through the turnstile and leaves.
Well, like, if he's punching a moving train too, that punch isn't gonna feel good. That's gonna like carry your hand. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
just hit it for a second, you're gonna.
Yeah, especially
Almost
if you
get-
punch one of the doors, it's taking you with it.
Yeah. And then he just left.
Yeah.
That must have been him just in that moment being like, well, whatever I was doing is over now.
I guess we don't need a Sunday.
Off to the phone store.
I'd like to think he just bought that phone.
That'd be great if he like just came from like an Apple store.
And that's why he's holding it so far out. He's like, why is there no home button? and then it flies out of his hand down the track.
It's even better that the train hit it that way, almost like a like a high school junior knocking it out of a freshman's hand. Just like slap. Get out of here. Get out my train station, nerd.
You know what's really sad is that there are some forms, right? Obviously, bullying is bad and we should not bully or be bullied. There are some things when I look back at high school that were done that I was like, I was mad at the time, but as an adult, I can look back and be like, that was funny though. Yeah, I mean, like I remember one time I was talking to my friend and she was walking away, and as she walked away, she slapped the books out of my hand. But to her point, right? So that's already once again, like you said, classic bully move, right?
Yep. Yeah.
And I
that's old
didn't-
school. That's one of those things that will never go away.
Yeah.
Already perfected.
That's bullying that was around before backpacks. Yeah, I mean,
Hell, that might have even been around before books. You know what I mean?
and so then I was holding my book. She slapped them out of my hand. And yeah, I was all mad and everything because I was one of those kids that instead of just having a binder, I would put the like pop quiz or test papers or whatever in whichever chapter of the book I was on at the time. Does that make sense? What I'm
gotcha.
saying?
Yeah, I kind of feel you. Like, would you put it to like your book would just get filled with stuff to like go with each section?
So
Okay.
my basically my books were booked marked by my tests.
Gotcha. See, I used to do that, but it was generally where we were at, but like with the notebook I used for that class. So it'd just be like, that's where it is. But I
And
get what you mean.
so then she slaps the books out of my hands. The books fly out, and then they open on the way down, so papers go flying everywhere. So now, not only did you knock the books out of my hands, but you messed up my system, right?
You knocked the book in my hand, and then the book exploded.
and then I remember turning around and being like, "What's wrong with you?" Right? And she was like, "I had to. You were holding them like a girl, right?" And when she said that, like I didn't get it at the time. I didn't get it for maybe 3 more weeks until one day I really did see all the guys carrying their books like with the hand under the
On the
books
side,
and on the
yeah.
side, and the
Kind of
girls
creating like a football a little bit.
yeah, like a football, and the girls were hugging them to their chest, and I was like, oh, I really was standing there hugging my books to my chest while I was talking to her. And she was like, you made it too easy. Because if you had been holding them like a football and I slapped it, you might have been able to catch them or whatever. But she was like, they just went through your arms. I just saw an opportunity and I took
she
it.
just hit the top of it.
She
and just
hit
knock
the
it
top
straight
of the
down.
books
Okay.
and they all flew down.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
I probably looked like she slapped the books out of Harry Potter's arms because the way that the papers fell and flew was like the books had wings that were coming off.
Yeah. No, that's pretty good. I'm disappointed in myself for how enjoyable I find it to just knock something out of someone's hand. It's so stupid. It's so childish. I know it's the worst, but like, especially something that you know is not going to break or whatever, and someone is just holding. I'd still do it. I do it to adult friends. If they're holding a notebook, I'll just slap it out of their hand because it's funny. And I know it's dumb. I knock Jess's phone out of her hand all the time when she's just sitting on the couch looking at Facebook, or I'll just slap it. She gets so mad at me, but it will never not be funny to me.
One of the most pimp moves, like those things in high school that a kid does that makes them legendary, Mm-hmm. One time I was hanging out with some kids after school. We went to Sonic, right? Now, do you have Sonic?
Not like nearby. There's some in Iowa,
But you
not,
just
like,
know
really.
what Sonic is, right?
Yeah, I know what Sonic
Okay.
is. I've been to a Sonic. Yeah.
So he had got the popcorn chicken from Sonic, okay? And he had a piece of popcorn chicken in his mouth. And we were sitting outside in the little, you know how they don't have that much outdoor space, but at least every Sonic has that 1 or 2 outdoor space seating, like picnic tables.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're sitting on those, and he's so excited. He'd been talking about the popcorn chicken the whole time, and I guess it really was low key annoying. And so he finally gets the popcorn chicken. He grabs one of the biggest pieces and goes to put it in his mouth, and then another kid like through his fingers that are pinched like this around the chicken, right? So through them, the other kid slaps his hand up. So he perfectly launches the chicken between his fingers, right? So he slaps it out of his hand. That kid looks up and is so shocked that there's this much evil in the world, right? Looks up and then just stares at it and then catches it in his mouth.
Fucking legend.
King mode. Like I don't even know if you need to get your GED after this. You know what I mean? Like I think
No,
you
you're
could just
principal
tell
now.
people that happened
Yeah.
and they'll be like, we need to hire him immediately.
The second you said he knocked the chicken out of his hand, that's what my brain, that's how I wanted it to end.
Yeah.
I'm like, the coolest thing would be is he caught in his mouth. And I was sitting here while you were telling that. I was hoping
This
the
kid
whole time this would happen.
looked up and had enough time. This is how hard the other kid hit it. He had
must
enough
have
time.
Launched it in the air like a rocket.
Yeah, he had enough time to look at him and look hurt.
He straight up October skied that chicken up there.
He had enough time to look at him, look hurt, look up at the sky, clock it, and then move his head just right to catch it
Yeah.
in his mouth.
Yeah, that's it. You do that, you get a scholarship to play whatever sport you want.
Hey.
Doesn't matter. You should be playing something.
If I slap the popcorn chicken out of somebody's hand and they caught it in their mouth, I'd be like, God is real. All right, like I'm gonna have to change my ways because clearly,
Yeah. I would just look at them and be like, I work for you now. Mm-hmm. You beat me.
it was honestly like those moments. I mean, you know from teaching and stuff, but those moments that organically, like group think, right?
Yeah.
Make you scream and run. We all scream and ran
Yeah.
like he had a gun. Like
But yeah, you get so excited by what you just witnessed, your body can't even contain itself. You have to do something with the energy. And the best
This
thing you can do
kid-
is just run and yell because you witnessed a miracle.
he didn't even say he was gonna do it. He wasn't like, hey everybody,
No.
hold up, give me a second, let me prove.
Nah.
Oh man, this kid
That's one of those ways you get like a nickname that sticks with you for 50 years after that. Like that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Right there. That's the beauty of the universe.
Yeah, if you see somebody calling somebody Pops who's only 32,
Oh, damn. Being a young kid named Pops, that's actually kind of awesome. And that's the reason? Shit. That's cool as hell.
I think even the people who try to act like they're above everything would be like, that is actually pretty cool. You know those people who you tell something and they're like, oh, yeah, I guess that seems kind of dumb, you know? Even those people, oof. Like, to me, this is not a you had to be there story. This is like, in what world does someone slap something so small perfectly out of your hand, launches it into the sky, and then you have the strength of character and the calm to tilt your head a little bit to the right. Find it. Like that means he has the eyes of a pilot in World War II that didn't have all the like fancy computers to tell him where the other planes were. He had to eyeball it and hope he wasn't just shooting a dark cloud, right?
Yeah. He just knows how to bomb that factory he can clock it from the sky.
This kid was like, if I move my head enough, if I open my mouth enough, because it was also a big piece as well.
Yeah.
This wasn't like a little bitty nugget.
That's not a you had to be there story. That's a I wish I had been there story.
Yeah.
Because just hearing about it excites me. If I'd have seen it, I would be a different man today.
Maybe that's why I really believe anything could happen, because I saw that kid turn his head a little bit and catch that in his mouth.
Yeah, you have a little more sense of magic in the world than I do, and it may be because of that moment.
Man,
that's where you and I split. Because one of us got to see that and one of us didn't. God damn. God, that's cool. Next time we're together, we're gonna try to recreate that, okay?
Because it
slap
wasn't
chicken out of your hand, and you're gonna try to catch it in your mouth.
There's just gonna be chicken all over the floor.
Oh, for sure, we're gonna ruin that hotel room, but we're gonna do it.
The fact that like it wasn't a light tap, you know.
I mean, it's honestly, it sounds like he hit it hard enough to really send it. So it's also really lucky he hit it straight up.
That's what I'm saying.
Honestly,
yeah,
if you're hitting it with that force too, you'd probably just be launching it at a weird angle.
You'd think you'd be launching it behind you to say that you started with your hand down and you did one of these.
Yeah.
Oh, man. That's the other thing that will never be recreated. Not just the clocking it and the catching it, is the launch being straight up.
Yeah.
You'd have to try so hard.
Yeah. I don't believe in God, but like, that would get me close. That would get me close. Seeing that, I'd be like, someone's up there.
Hey, some things are fair. All right.
Yeah, sometimes life is just great. God damn. That'd be cool. So you water bottle flipping kids, you ain't shit. That trend that ended 8 years ago.
Yeah, make that water bottle the size of your thumb and pitch it straight into the air and catch it down your gullet.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Although there was a real science to the water flipping, because it really did depend on how much you filled up the bottle. Because I could see, I saw one guy, this was like online, so it's not like I was there, but there was one guy who got the bottle to flip 3 times before it landed perfectly. And I was like, that's the real skill, to like get like launch it and have it do multiple flips and then land. Because like the one flip is impressive, but I don't know, everyone got good at it from everyone trying to post them doing it.
Yeah. But it was fun, though, to have a moment in time where just every teen was quasi-obsessed with physics for just a second.
Yeah, that was maybe one of the last
trend.
good ones that we got, because the next one was eating Tide Pods. Like that, what a wholesome trend that was. The next one was true. Like, hey, ruin your school. Like actually break stuff and cause millions of dollars in damage. The next one's going to be like, hey, punch your grandma in the face.
Well, yeah, and right before the water bottle flipping was like planking, which didn't really make sense. Wasn't quite, you know what I mean?
Even the
So it's like-
planking was, it was like fine. It was like
It's fine,
you
but
know,
it was not interesting. But you know,
yeah. Some people got hurt, but then they were just like planking in places that weren't sustainable and stuff. Like
Yeah.
the water bottle challenge wasn't hurting anybody, but now you got stuff. You actually have them faking challenges now. So now you'll see a thing trending where it's like kids on TikTok are doing this, and then you actually talk to people who are on TikTok and they're like, no one is doing that.
no one's doing that.
The NyQuil chicken.
Yeah, one local newscaster was shown one video by a friend. and
It had
turned
12
into
likes, and he was like, we have to warn the people.
the new dangerous trend that your teens are getting into. Yeah, it's always that shit. Is there one right now? Is there a new one right now? Any new dumb trend like that? I don't know.
The NyQuil chicken.
Is that the new one?
That's
So
old.
is that,
It's old. Like it's
is
not
that
real.
just putting NyQuil on chicken?
Yeah, it's
that what
not
that means to
real.
me? Okay, it's not real good. That's good to hear.
Yeah, but it's baking NyQuil in the chicken.
Okay. I know you said it's not real, but why?
I think that this person got what they wanted. I think this person who made the thing was trying to
Was to just trying to do a fake viral thing.
viral thing, and then it did
Gotcha.
take off because there's only one video of someone doing it. At least with the other
okay.
ones, with all the other dumb trends like Tide
Well, it's
Pod,
kinda
all that stuff like that.
Well, even the Tide Pod one though wasn't as big as everyone acted like it was.
I feel like a lot of people did it. Like I saw lots of videos of people doing it.
Did you? Okay, because I
Yeah.
never saw anybody do it, but I heard a lot of people talking about it and talking about the kids these days. Because back in our day, we used to.
Now, to be
that
fair,
shit.
a lot of people were half-heartedly doing it. So some of the videos I saw was people like biting it and then it's squirting and them freaking out. It wasn't like, oh,
Yeah.
yeah. That's one that I think I do agree that it blew up more than people were doing it. But I saw quite a few videos of people actually doing it, and I was like, oh, geez,
Interesting.
yeah.
Do you remember when the one thing was like the cinnamon challenge, like eating a spoonful of cinnamon? I heard there were rumors that like people died doing that, but I don't know if that's true either.
I don't know if people die, but I will say you can asphyxiate from how like hard it makes you cough
how-
and not being able to catch
how
your breath
dry
and stuff.
and- yeah,
But yeah, I remember we all did the cinnamon challenge one day there were two that we did. There was a day that was so slow at the restaurant that we each tried the cinnamon, and we were like, two people did it. So I think we must have been doing it wrong because it wasn't as impossible as people were making it, right? I think for effect, people were putting too much cinnamon on the spoon.
Well, I think we were putting too much on it, and then the big mistake, you can't breathe in when you're putting it in your mouth. That's where people are fucking up. They're going to, and then you're going to suck in some cinnamon.
Yeah, you also can't move your tongue. Like that dusts up the cinnamon as well. So when I did it, twice I did it without coughing or anything. And it's like you put it in your mouth and then you just let it sit, let it get wet.
That makes sense now too. That you were just eating spoonfuls of cinnamon, so that's why just drinking a bunch of pumpkin spice creamer didn't bump you at all.
What are
'Cause
you
you're just
talking
like,
about?
You're like shit. I ate spoonfuls of cinnamon.
What does that have to do with anything?
The creamer is cinnamon flavored. It's pumpkin spice. There's cinnamon in that, nutmeg and shit.
Oh, yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, don't try to act like there was no connection at all.
I'm not trying to act like anything. I didn't know what you meant. I was like, wait, how does this help me drinking pumpkin spice?
Because you're used to just going ham on some cinnamon. You ate 2 spoonfuls, you said.
Yeah, but these are wildly apart. These are years apart. I had 2 spoonfuls of cinnamon when I was in high school. And now
know,
you're
man.
like, yeah. And then years later, your tongue is still dead from when
Just trying
you
to
ate that cinnamon.
trying to make some callbacks for the fun. I love when you get pissed off when I bring up things that the audience likes about
I'm not
stories.
pissed off at all.
When I try to make callbacks about things that our audience enjoys, and you get really annoyed when I bring them up.
I'm not annoyed at all. I'm literally, at first I didn't know what you were talking about. Now that I know what you're talking about, I'm like, oh yeah, but that's still so far away. I don't know how it would have helped me. It's like being a swimmer in high school, but then like after college, you're like, I used to swim. Used to swim real fast. Now I'm just a guy who can swim.
Okay, I don't think that really applies to what I was saying.
Yeah, like if I had drank the pumpkin spice in high school, I think I'd be fully with you. I'd be like, yeah, I am knocking back loads of cinnamon, so of course
I
I'm
also
not
didn't
gonna.
know it was high school. You just said at work.
No,
I didn't
at
know
the
it was in high
restaurant.
school.
At the restaurant.
I didn't know you worked at the restaurant only in high school. You said the restaurant.
Oh, I thought you knew.
Listen, believe it or not, I don't go throughout my whole life thinking about how your life planned out. You know, what jobs you had when.
I feel like I've said it many times.
You said you worked at a restaurant. I didn't know it was only in high school.
It was in high school and college, so some of college, but yeah.
And you drank pumpkin spice creamer only a couple years after that. I wasn't that far off.
Years though.
It was a joke. It was a fucking joke. You get so touchy about the pumpkin spice shit now.
You're saying I'm touchy, and I'm laughing.
You get, I know, but you always, lately, anytime I bring up the pumpkin spice shit, you always get like, well, what does that have to do with anything? Like, you get so, and it's like, just right now, it's the fall too. I'm getting messages I'm getting tagged and shit about pumpkin spice because of you.
Yeah, no, I am too.
Yeah,
I
it's
feel like
running,
they're
it's
tagging
a
both of
fucking
us,
running,
but they message independently.
They do, and it's funny, and I appreciate it. It's a running gag, and now when I bring up the running gag, you're like, and what does that have to do with anything? Why are we even talking about this?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I didn't even like it that much.
I feel like you're characterizing a thing that I'm not doing now.
No, this exact thing happened like a couple episodes ago, like not that long ago, where I just referenced the pumpkin spice thing, and you were like, "What does that even have to do?" It's the only time you give me like aggressive pushback on a joke is now when it's about the pumpkin spice creamer.
I don't know if I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, how convenient.
But yeah, you put the cinnamon on your tongue and you just don't move it, and then
Yeah, I don't give a shit anymore.
It'll get
Shut
wet.
up.
It'll get wet, and then you can just swallow.
It's the big old helping of wet cinnamon.
Also, the crackers. Have you ever done the saltines, that challenge?
What's the specific challenge on that?
I'm
Is it,
pretty
like,
sure.
eat a
I can't remember if you have to eat 6 or you have to eat 10, but you have to eat that amount of saltines in a minute. And it just like the cinnamon, it dries out your mouth so much that you
dry,
can't
yeah.
chew, and you know.
Yeah,
Do you ever do that one?
I don't think I did. No.
That one was one I really couldn't do, and I tried it every which way. I tried to eat them one at a time and keep the mouth wet, and then I've also tried to like eat 3 at a time to get it over with. And either way, at 45 seconds, your mouth is so dry it's not moving.
Do you think we've peaked as a species?
Maybe, but I don't think so though, because
this is what we got right now.
no, because countries like China that only promote educational and good spirited TikToks don't have these problems. They have other problems.
I mean, yeah.
But like the exact problems we have of like, what do you want to be when you grow up? Famous. It's like that's not a thing in a lot of other countries the way it is here.
Right, yeah. Because here we all just want to get paid for being ourselves.
That's actually.
By the way, you can join our Patreon.
That's actually what happens. A lot of celebrities now do go to very specific parts of Europe because they have no celebrity culture. They really do treat you like a regular person.
Yeah.
Like they don't.
No, for sure.
They'll tell you that they saw you on something, but they won't freak out. It just doesn't even occur to them.
Right. Yeah.
I'm pretty
No,
sure
and
Norway is that way or something. Somebody was telling me that Norway, like some of the Scandinavian countries, don't have that at all.
Oh, really?
That's what they said. I don't know.
They always get ranked as like being happy as fuck over there.
That's also probably what it is too. Is like, yes, you end up seeing like Matthew McConaughey or Sylvester Stallone, but you're also so happy in your life that you're just like, hey, I saw you in the movie Mud and you're really good. Do you want some ice cream or like, do you want? I'm just doing really well and this is a great ice cream shop. Like,
That
this
would,
is
I
like,
would. I would love that interaction. Hey, I saw you in the movie. I'm doing really well.
I'm doing really well. So
Unrelated. I'm doing great.
are you hungry? Because my friends and I
Yeah.
are about to go out to eat. If you want to come, I see you're by yourself, which must suck.
Yeah.
I don't have that because I have a great support system.
I'm surrounded by love over here.
I'm surrounded by family and friends who care about me deeply, and because we all have health care, we don't have any sort of like weird bitterness that we haven't worked out. It's really nice. Do you hungry? Or?
I've never hyperventilated. It's great to see you.
It's really, really nice to meet you. Some people might be nervous meeting you because they don't have enough fulfillment in their lives, and I don't have that at all because I don't know if you've heard about our government and country, but we tend to handle things pretty well.
Yeah. Frankly, you should be nervous to meet me. Mm-hmm. Just cause.
I'd be nervous if I was you because if I were you, I'd be coming to a country with no health insurance of my own. Oof.
I'd meet a person like me and be like, man, I'm nowhere that happy, and that'd probably mess up my day. Anyway,
Yeah.
see you later.
And you're like
great
rich
day.
or something, right?
You'd seem very wealthy, but I have the wealth of family and friends.
It is crazy that it took you being as wealthy as you are to get where I am as not a wealthy person.
Yeah, yeah, and I've been happy like way longer than you.
You may not
Matthew
even be
McConaughey.
happy now because you're worried about not being rich a decade from now.
Do you want a picture with me?
Yeah. Do you want a picture with a happy guy?
Yeah, so you can look at it sometimes and just compare yourself to how sad you look next to me, a very happy person.
I'm just wondering, you know.
Anything else, or do you want to just mailbag it?
Yeah.
Well, let's open up the mailbag. Let's do a review first. This one, this is a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. This is from Ballantyne 9K, and the title of it is "Worth Dealing with Apple Podcasts." I hate the Apple Podcast app, and I took the time to reinstall it just for this. Well, thanks. I have gone through the entire catalog in the last few weeks, and it has me laughing like a maniac. Both Logan and Josh have great energy to bring to the show. Each episode is like a wheel of random insanity as we listen to how Josh makes simple choices into harrowing escapes from his own bad choices. It deserves 10 internet points for each time they make each other laugh. I hope to catch them when they do shows in Chicago. Now, what can you spend internet points on?
More internet, like maybe faster internet.
Oh, see, now that'd be something.
Now
I'd
maybe
take
the
that.
internet is literally so fast that you can't slow it down. Like as soon as you think it happens.
As soon as you think what, it happens.
As soon as you think about what page you want to go to, you're on it.
See, now this I don't like because now you're making the internet read my mind.
Yeah, it almost feels like it's reading your mind because as you're having the thought, it goes to the page.
Now I don't want these points. I was excited at first, but now these points sound
Take your
very
points.
stressful.
It's no problem.
Okay, Josh can have the points. Really rack up those internet points.
Mm-hmm.
I was just trying to. Yeah, could you spend internet points to create a new trend or challenge?
Ooh, yeah, good question. I feel like
Yeah.
that would be
Like, ooh, we better do this guy's challenge. Look how many internet points he has.
Mm-hmm. Maybe he'll give us some.
Yeah, this guy knows how to get points.
Yeah, this
So
guy
let's
knows how
follow
to get-
his trend.
Yeah.
From this trend, we'll gain. It's like a pyramid scheme I've created out of internet points.
I think we already do it with money. Man, this guy's a lot of money. We should probably just do what he says. And then maybe we'll get some of his money. Or maybe we'll be able to get our own money like him. And then you buy the book and it doesn't help you in life at all.
Okay, fair. Okay, so then, I don't know, can I like an arcade, can I just buy candy with it, or like a Tootsie Roll, or like a little army guy? Can I do that with the internet points instead?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, if that's what you want to do with them, it just seems like maybe a waste.
I just don't want to leave them on the table, you know?
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't know when I'll come back to this internet again.
To this Dave and Buster's, yeah.
This online Dave and Buster's. Oh, an online Dave and Buster's would be sad, huh? Like a VR Dave and Buster's.
A VR Dave and Buster's would be a huge bummer to like do the punch out machine and it doesn't go that far. But you're like,
Doesn't go that far.
how was I supposed to do better? I can't hit it.
The game you really want to play is broken. There's just kids running around.
Yeah.
The server never checks back in with you. Just a really accurate Dave and Buster's sim. Can someone make that? Can someone make a very accurate Dave and Buster's simulator? Let me see. I'll just grab an email here. This one here is from Jade. Sorry. One of those ones where like the name of the email was, I'll say kind of an intense concept, but then at the bottom they signed it, so I went back down to check. So this is from Jade.
That's completely fair.
But this is called Sleepwalker. Hi, Josh and Logan. I listened to the episode about sleepwalking yesterday and felt a bit called out. I realized that I sleepwalk around the age of 10, and I'm in my 30s now. It's usually something like opening or closing a window, turning a fan or heater off or on, changing clothes or getting blankets, etc., eating spoonfuls of cinnamon, that kind of stuff. I added that last one. Etc., as well as trips to the bathroom. In my 20s, I realized that I also sleep eat. This wasn't brought on by too much inebriation because I was sober when was sober for over 2 years and lived alone. Okay, let me take that sentence again. This wasn't brought on by too much inebriation because I was sober for over 2 years and lived alone. I once woke up to clear evidence that I had made and parentheses must have ate a whole sandwich in my sleep. I mean, you know, I think that level of alarming is based on the size of sandwich, I think.
Yeah, because if it was a foot long, you have a problem.
Full long, if it was a party sub.
Yeah. But if it was like what was left of a panini.
Yeah, that's not terrible. You don't got to feel too bad. But yeah, if you ordered and ate a party sub in your sleep. This has only caused a real problem once, although recently waking up with a bottle of ranch and a roll of toilet papers on my windowsill and no explanation was a little harrowing.
What makes this such a scary thing is that you, for free, for sleep and for free, are having full drunk blackout hangover experiences.
Yeah.
You know?
You're having those...
Like all you did was go to sleep. Someone else would have had to drink the entire bottle.
Yeah. Someone else would have missing time.
Yeah.
You're just regularly going to sleep and then waking up with a bottle of ranch and roll of toilet paper on your windowsill.
And like a sore knuckle.
And my face painted like a tiger.
Yeah, I think I may have beat the shit out of someone.
Shit. Did I get into a fight at a carnival? Shit. About 6 years ago, I was out of town and staying with a friend of a friend, a very sweet retired vegan couple.
They woke up with a horse head in their bed.
Yeah, I made them a full like hog roast. They came down to it on their counter with an apple in its mouth. They had a guest bed and bath and were always ready to offer a home-cooked meal or fruit from their garden. So when I broke their TV in my sleep, I was understandably extremely ashamed. I was dreaming that I was trying to pull open a very heavy door. Unfortunately, I was acting that out in the room, and the door was a tall, heavy dresser with an old box TV on top. Oh, a box TV, too. Those are big.
Yeah.
Those are heavy.
Yeah.
That's back when TVs had weight. I woke up when the TV fell face first and shattered. Damn, you must have dropped it, too, because those things are hard to break. I swept up all the broken glass and waited with dread for the morning, afraid of angering the most hospitable people I'd met. This ended up being a beautiful lesson in forgiveness for me, as the wife told me that they'd wanted to update that TV for years, but wanted to wait until it didn't work anymore. Well, it didn't work anymore. I have stopped keeping junk food readily available in my kitchen, so when I wake up and realize I had slept 8, it was usually fruit or something healthy. Sometimes I think about keeping a security camera so when I see what the hell I do at night, but I quickly realized it would feel like watching the Paranormal Activity movies. That was going to be my follow-up things. Like, I don't know if you'd want to watch that.
Also, having loud foods is a very good idea. Like having just carrots. If I'm going to like sleep eat, it's going to be something that's going to wake me up.
It's going to be carrots and Pop Rocks. That's what I keep near my bed. Take care and sleep well. Thank you, Jade. Yeah, but I don't know. I think about like actually watching yourself sleepwalk. That would feel spooky. Even if you know you do it, you're watching you not being you.
Yeah.
Like not in control of you.
Yeah.
And then, what if, say, you see something else? You don't want to accidentally become a ghost hunter.
It would be funny if you were tracking your sleepwalking and then you saw a ghost.
And you're like, oh shit, there's just demons in this house.
Like,
I just wanted to see where I kept hiding the butter.
So I
every time
did eat that bag of popcorn, but the pentagram was not me.
That was not me. I was blaming myself.
Okay.
Also, too, I think them saying like, "Oh, we were going to replace it anyway." I think that was them saying that out of fear. That was them just being like, "Oh, we don't want to anger this person, so they don't."
Clearly, little and strong.
And we don't want to get strangled in both of our sleeps. I'm kidding. Well, that's good. It turned out the best way possible then.
Yeah.
To spike a TV on the ground like you just won the Super Bowl.
Or lost.
Fair.
Well, thank you so much for listening to the Josh Johnson Show. We had a great time recording. I hope you had a great time listening. If you are looking to catch up with us on any of the socials, you can find me at Josh Johnson Comedy on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, where we're going to be posting clips of the show. You can also find me at Josh Johnson on Twitter and Josh J Comedy on Facebook. And if you're looking for Logan,
you can follow me on Instagram at Logan M. Nielsen. And if you want to get into our mailbag, those are the 2 ways to do it. You can leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts, or you can email us, joshjohnsonshow@gmail.com. And if you want bonus content and want to contribute to the show, you can join our Patreon, patreon.com/Josh Johnson Show. We have bonus podcasts and video stuff and replays of virtual live shows that we've been doing throughout this year. So head on over there and check it out. All the links and everything are in the episode bio. So everything we've mentioned, right there.
it's all happening.
It's all happening. It's all happening. It's all clickable.
Stop. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. It really supports the channel. Hit the bell notification because apparently it's the only way YouTube will tell you that something happened. And just tell a friend. That's the biggest thing you could do. Just tell one person in your life that you like, maybe you don't like, that this video happened to you.
We release the podcast every Thursday on all the podcast apps, so you should find us there and subscribe on those and comment and leave reviews and whatever on all of them. And also, if you want bonus stuff, you can join our Patreon, patreon.com/Josh Johnson Show. We have bonus podcasts and videos and stuff there, and we'd love to see you